morning's here.
Good morning, everyone. As he said, morning is here. It is our fifth favorite day show of the week, the Monday show. My name is Doobie Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. There is our executive editorial director, who has had a busy morning, executive editorial directing. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm good. I was a little worried. It looked like we were coming in for a landing on the start of the show, and I thought maybe we get diverted to another time slot or something.
So give people, the people that watch this show, these are our most dedicated fans. This isn't just the world. We're not exactly, Joe Rogan out here. Give them some insight into your morning and the morning here around Laughing Place.
Well, our boss is on his way to a last-minute thing at the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank. I don't know how much I can say beyond that.
Thing is good.
And as he was about a few hundred feet from landing in Burbank, they did what's called a go around, as Doobie would be very excited if he were on this plane, where it takes back up in the air and you go, what's that about? Well, I guess the clearance, the visibility in Burbank is low, and so they diverted him to Ontario, which, if you're not from California, is not in Canada. Even if it says Ontario, CA, it's even more confusing. It's in the Inland Empire, so about a little south of Rancho Cucamonga, where I used to live. But in other words, not close to Burbank. At this time of day, it'd probably take another hour and a half to get there. So while it's a small diversion, it's a large diversion. So we're trying to bear through that.
All right, should have been more prepared.
Saying basically if you imagine if you were going to MCO and you ended up in Tampa.
There he is. He
about
came
the same
in here,
which is also a Hollywood airport. Which is
that is very funny.
That's in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale. He was this is not his plane, but he was 300. He was basically where this plane was, 300 feet from the ground, and then the go around and the endless circling and racetracking, and then finally up to Ontario. So there you go.
It looks like a spirograph.
So Kyle's been busy this morning, and now he has to take a break to cover this show and everything going on in the world of Disney. So let's get started. All right. The stock price on Friday was $15.85. Remember when I used to have you predict it?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Every time I say that, I'm like, Kyle. In my mind, I'm going, Kyle, what do you think? But no, let's just show.
Just like every time I open Safari, I go to type LP quiz.
That's funny. All right. It is $15.26. So down just a tad. No big deal. We will continue. Yeah, so what is happening is Tron Ares. That's right. This morning, Jeremiah was busy. As was announced at Destination D23. Close your eyes if you don't want to be spoiled. Move on. Fast forward about 5 minutes.
It's red.
Announced at Destination D23 a couple weeks ago. They announced an overlay tying in with Tron Ares film coming on October 10th. Basically, a lot of red. So everything turns red during the digitizing portion. Jeremiah has this full video for you. And then once on board, your Lightcycle is hacked by Master Control, who hacks into the program with a new directive to spread his code throughout the grid. So replacing the blue and orange hues of the ride, you'll weave through twisted tunnels of vibrant red and orange light rails, as you can see here. Light trails, excuse me. And perhaps best of all, 9 Inch Nails soundtrack is what you'll hear as you ride the attraction now. Head like a hoe, but probably not that one. The soundtrack's from the upcoming film. If you're a Daft Punk fan from Tron Legacy, you will still be able to hear that throughout the attraction. No end date for when this will be, although you presume it's at least through October 10th when the movie comes out. And this will be coming to Shanghai's version of the attraction tomorrow. So go check out the full video on Laughing Place if you're not sure if you'll get there. And love to see little stuff like this, little changes like this for a major attraction. Just great idea. Great idea.
Attraction. And Jeremiah will be back tonight because that's when that whole canopy will also get a little bit of a makeover. So we'll get some cool video of that. But last night, our own Tony Betty was watching the 77th Primetime Emmys, waiting to update his article live with all of the Walt Disney Company winners. But he had to update the article to say winner because only one Disney award last night, and that was Dan Gilroy won the Emmy somewhat unexpectedly for writing for a drama series for Andor. So congratulations to him. He is the one acceptance speech that I cannot find on YouTube. They have his thank you cam and a little interview with him, but not the speech itself. Other than that, there was also a Golden Girls tribute with Reba McEntire participated in. They sang the theme song and some other stuff. So yeah, not a big night for Disney, but you can still check out that video and our article on Laughing Place. And then this morning, the second episode of the rebooted Imagineer that premiered. It features Michelle Khare, who I guess is a YouTuber, and introduces the start of this video by saying that she actually submitted a video to Tom back when the show was on Disney Channel and they never used it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but her question was apparently about how Disney Imagineers build mountains. So it takes a look at recreating real mountains like the Matterhorn, as well as other sculptures like in Galaxy's Edge and Pandora. From the model, from scanning and sculpting to the final product. You can learn more about that in the latest episode of Imagineer that you can watch via Laughing Place.
Let's see. I made a mistake here. So,
As you tend to do.
As I can see, the notes I have for this next story
are
the notes for the Photopass, and I did not look at this story.
How about you don't really need, just open it, and I'm sure it's self-explanatory. There's a Photopass that you can take. It looks like this. No, that's hard. Yeah,
there you go.
It's one of these 360 things, and I guess it says that it kind of shrinks you down to the size of a toy by putting you on the same scale as the other stuff. But yeah, just a 30th anniversary of Toy Story, so I'm sure it's somewhat connected to that. But you can try that out at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
I can't tell. Is that Jeffrey Epstein right there?
Jeffrey R. Epstein? It kind of looks like him, but I can't tell. He doesn't work for the company anymore. So
I know. That's why I'm a little confused. But I think, I can't.
I don't think so.
Okay. Kyle's going with I don't think so.
He looks like a younger version, ironically.
I need to be able to rotate this and get a better view. Right, but it's not actually important. But the story I did prepare for is buy one, get one at the Disney Music Emporium. So they were inviting fans to a great deal, buy one, get one free on select vinyl products, not valid on pre-order products, but it is valid on many things from Disney Channel, Disney Animation Studios, Walt Disney Studios, Disney Parks, Marvel, Pixar, Lucasfilm, and more. That's now through 9/21 at 11:59 p.m. I do not know if it's 11:59:00 or 11:59:59, so I would go with 11:58 just to play it safe. Buy one, get one on your vinyl.
I have an annoyance to mention with this, and then also I just realized that I also put notes on this. So we must have had a syncing error with Google Docs this morning on top of everything else that we're dealing with. But anyway, so I went on to take advantage of this sale and went to take a look, and I saw Agatha All Along, which I thought would be good for Becca. She really likes that show and that music. And then I saw that there was the Electric Mayhem, so I was going to get those two. But with the Agatha one, there's apparently a 7-inch lithograph that gets added for free, but that then preempts the other sales. So I can't the 7-inch. And yeah, and so it's like, well, you're saving $20 on this. And I'm like, but that's not what I wanted to do. I could get another record and then get another one for free. But yeah, there's no way to debundle that. And
that is whack. It is. So,
it's not whack.
I am realizing I just missed 3 stories this morning, so I am quickly.
Yeah, I know. I guess I didn't do this one either. Wow. Okay, so I think we got distracted, but we got diverted, as I will say that. But one story that's a little bit straightforward is Vampirina, Teenage Vampire. It debuted on Disney Channel. It's now airing over there, but you can check out the first episode for free on the YouTube. And you can also check out our recaps of the show that we have on Laughing Place. And so you can get a sample of it. And then if you want to watch the rest of it and you don't have Disney Channel, it'll be on Disney Plus October 15th. But in the meantime, you got one free episode and our recaps, and that should hold you over, hopefully.
All right, out in Hong Kong, their newest dining establishment, Wayfinder's Table. We've got pictures from there. This is where you can set sail to the culinary world inspired by the legendary stories of Moana and Miraness culture. If you're a regular watcher, you will know that last week we featured some new Moana-themed food from Hong Kong Disneyland. So now we're taking a look at the decor, while the tiki-inspired structure of the former Tahitian terrace remains. If you look closely, you can see that design. It's received some new design elements, more closely tying things into the realm of Motu Nui. Inside, you'll discover an array of intricate designs from the symbol of Motu Fetu to breathtaking ceiling murals glowing with Moana's ancestral sea creatures. So if you're going to be in Hong Kong, get some more pictures, send them to us. We'd love to run some original pictures of this. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, well, there was a story in between.
Oh, dude, is it mine?
It is.
All right. Well, I did prepare for this one. Is it get
Okay.
fit? All right. What is going on today? This is
Oh
weird.
no. It's a manic Monday. I wish it were Sunday.
Just another. That's my fun.
And tomorrow's your run
Cowboys
day.
won.
Today's your don't have to run day.
That's a good point. All right. Disney Marianne. How do you pronounce that? Miraness? Marianess?
Sure. No.
Okay.
Don't know.
Disney Miraness Fitness, an all-in-one fitness experience coming soon to the Nintendo Switch in Japan and other parts of Asia on December 11th, which is sad because this looks fun. It's built around the concept of starting an all-in-one workout with Mickey Mouse. It's a Switch game that lets players enjoy a range of at-home exercises from dance and boxing-based aerobics to muscle-focused anaerobic training and yoga-inspired stretches for relaxation. And depending on which one you're doing, Mickey dresses in a different costume. It sounds so kawaii. Yeah. In the game, Mickey and his robotic assistant Hexy created to make workouts more engaging, guide you through your exercises. And sadly, so how does this work? Is this like a DVD where you can like jailbreak it, or do I need to put a VPN on my Switch? Or
there are there are region locks on games. There are also ways to usually ways to overcome them. People find different hacks and stuff, but it might come to America over time, even maybe even digitally, where because like a lot of the Nintendo games, you don't actually need the cartridge. You can just buy it from the store. So it's possible that down the line it could be released that way.
Let's hope so. This looks too much fun. And we're Americans. We need to get in shape.
Yeah. You can try Ring Fit Adventure in the meantime. But Lane Kiffin, the subject of the latest E60 documentary, will premiere on September 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, as well as in the ESPN app. And then there's going to be a special extended edition that will air in the app following the broadcast. And I don't know anything about him, but apparently he's had controversial firings and social media antics that will all be explored in this documentary. I guess he was the Raiders head coach?
I think so. I know he was also, I believe, the USC Trojans head coach. He has had quite...
Oh, okay, so you don't like him.
I mean, this should be interesting. This is not one of those guys that is generally celebrated, and so this should be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between the nuances between like an E60. I think E60 is shorter, but then there's also like the 30 for 30, and I don't know where they.
It's like First Take versus. It's all the same, different branding of the same thing. In my humble opinion, some of the 30 for 30s are elevated. E60 feels like everyone is more of a TV news magazine type thing, but some of the 30/30s are too. So.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Well, then also Dancing with the Stars returns tomorrow to ABC and Disney Plus, and they've also announced that last year's champion Joey, not going to try to say his last name, is starting a Dancing with the Stars official podcast. It'll feature exclusive cast interviews, special guest appearances, behind-the-scenes insights, expert performance breakdowns, and more surprises. And you will be able to hear that starting the 18th, so Thursday. This is separate from Danielle with the Stars, where Danielle Official has her own Dancing with the Stars podcast while she competes on this season. And for more Dancing with the Stars fun, if you're a member, go ahead and watch our draft from we did on Friday, where we chose we each had 3 couples picks that we're going to keep track of and see who does the best. And if you're not a member, go ahead and become a member. It's only $2.99 a month to start for the main level, or you can go to $9.99 a month, and then you get to join our cool Discord and hang out with us, and you get to watch that episode.
I should pay the $2.99 a month on this account so that I could have played a clip because I'm not a member over here. I'm not a member on this account.
It was fun though, and I was first, so I kind of cheated because we did an odd number of rounds, so it's really unfair.
Geo watched. I got the grenade. I got
Potentially,
Corey.
we don't know.
Come on, I think we know. Should that be? So I'm going to start doing a Sorcerer Street question coinciding with the reveal in the next episode. Should that be the first question? Will Corey be the first one eliminated?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think the result shows
because we both said Corey, and the two women both said Hilaria would be the first out. So
don't let me screw that up. I don't know. I don't keep track of my Dance with the Stars, so don't let me screw up.
Well, actually, your question would have to. Oh no, there's no elimination the first week, so this will have to be next Monday. I think would be the day to do it.
But they do grading though, so they can.
They do scores and stuff, so that might have some insight. But yeah, I don't think that they kick anybody off until the second week.
Okay, so I can still.
Your wife would probably know more than me.
But for this first week, maybe I'll do who got the top score or something like that. We'll see.
Well, that would be
today.
I
want to tie in every week.
You know,
today's the dancing.
No, tomorrow is the dancing, so you'd have to do the question today because it'll air before it locks.
Do they? Oh, they don't do. They do the score on the air day on the.
Yeah.
Do they only do the show once a week?
Currently.
Oh, okay. I just assumed this was like a twice a week show where they dance and then they score.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm still.
No, they
stuck
dance.
In
They get
Idol
the scores.
Season. I'm still stuck in American Idol season 1, apparently.
Oh yeah.
All right. Where are we at?
We are going to.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Well, hot off the presses, Mike Celestino has reviewed Futurama, the 13th season, which is now available on Hulu. I'm going to read you his abridged final paragraph. I can't tell you how pleased I am that Futurama has lasted as long as it has, through a few peaks and valleys, and at least a couple periods where I thought the show was dead forever, and still maintain a level of quality that we're getting in this season. The gags are still sharp, the characters are still true to themselves, and they're fun to hang around with. The writers have still managed to find new and exciting adventures for the crew to embark on 26 years later, minus the 15 years in the middle there where there weren't any new seasons being generated. That's a feat in and of itself, but the fact that I just inhaled 10 episodes straight from the new season without ever really getting tired or bored is even more impressive. That's good. That's good news, everyone. Indeed. That was a reference to the show, in case you've never watched it before. So yeah, season 13, now streaming Futurama. I think you can all watch all the past seasons as well. Doobie's never seen an episode, I'm sure.
Never seen an episode of Futurama. Not one second.
And the rest.
I say that with pride. I
Yes.
do not say it with shame. I just say it as a literal matter of fact. All right. Relive the nostalgia. The Walt Disney Hometown Museum in Marceline, Missouri will be holding its annual Dreaming Tree Gala on September 20th. That's a Saturday. You've been to one of these, right?
I have not been to the gala, no. So this is separate from the D23 events that they do. But I hear about it. They talk about it a lot when you go to that. They're like, you got to come back to the gala. Or
this
gala,
year, the event,
however you want to say it.
I'm a gala fan. This year, the Evening Under the Stars will celebrate Lady and the Tramp, which celebrates its 70th this year. It includes a cozy spaghetti and meatballs dinner. I'm going to come back to that. Cozy spaghetti dinner, lovingly inspired by Tony's restaurant from the film. You know the famous scene. Guests will also step into Peg's Speakeasy, a delightful tribute to the Lady and the Tramp's legendary songwriters Peggy Lee. The evening will end with the signature Kiss Goodnight fireworks over the field where Walt once played. Special guests at the event include Leslie Iwerks, Don Perry, Matt McKim, Marcy Carricker Smothers, and Holly Foster Wells. Have you and the lovely Mrs. Burbank ever in any way reenacted the famous Lady and the Tramp scene?
We've eaten pasta. That's as far as we go. We've not connected a single strand.
No, you did not nuzzle a meatball to her plate.
No, I don't think she'd appreciate that.
I do lots of things my wife wouldn't appreciate. Okay.
Yeah. Over at Universal, interesting. Orlando Business Journal notes that Universal has filed a permit for construction over in the Lost Continent area to ensure that the area is ready for any future development. Is the the quote that they got. So this is likely the area that had Poseidon's Fury and the 8th voyage of Sinbad. We don't quite know what it's going to be yet. Some rumors of how the land might be used would be Legend of Zelda and One Piece. But again, you know how Universal likes to be a little bit more secretive than Disney when it comes to announcing their projects. It'll be like half built before they even say anything. So yeah, keep an eye on that over at Universal Islands of Adventure.
And finally, in the news portion of our show, if I share the right tab, Disneyland Paris, their Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain is now called, which I am now 100% recovered from, thankfully. So now I'm glad I wrote it. Debuted on September 12th, a new lighting concept. Lighting is the thing this year, involving several weeks of programming throughout the summer, and the replacement of over 640 lights, 17,000 kilometers of cabling. I think that's about 3 miles. The modernization of technical equipment and the creation of new technical access points to facilitate maintenance operations. All probably a general update, but while they were in there, let's make the lighting a little different, a little pretty. So there you go. Go check that out.
We got a beefy around LP today, starting with Bill Gausel's ongoing. He's been doing this for so many years. It's crazy. He's done pretty much one a week. Sometimes he'll take like a short break, and there's like a little summer break in there. It's crazy how long he's been going with this. But looking back at a bunch of Touchstone movies, and this is one that I am familiar with. It is Edward Norton. I believe it's his directorial debut, but he definitely directed it. Keeping the Faith with Ben Stiller and Jenna Elfman. One of them is a rabbi. I'm going to guess that's Ben Stiller, and Edward Norton is a priest. So it sounds like the beginning of a joke. But yeah, you could check out his review of Keeping the Faith over on.
Do we have a plan? Do we have a plan for when he runs out of Touchstone movies?
Well, it's Touchstone and Beyond. So I mean, he hasn't even touched Miramax yet. So if we ever get there, there's another whole years and years to go. He has also done Hollywood. Those are the two that he mostly dabbles in. This is Touchstone and Hollywood.
Okay.
Because if you can tell me the difference, then. We also have a new edition of Laughing Place on location. This time, Mike Celestino takes to the Disneyland Resort and shows us all things Halloween time. It is one of the longer Laughing Place on locations, so get comfy and check out all the spooky fun, or not so scary fun, even though that's the wrong coast, that you can have at the Disneyland Resort.
If this is the whole 38 minutes, it's pretty scary. Just Mike Celestino 2 inches away from the camera.
Yep. And then we also had a chance someone attended the Electric Bloom special event in Los Angeles. So we have full coverage of that. Electric Bloom, in case you're not aware, is a new show over on the Disney Channel and surely coming soon to Disney Plus. And as they tend to do, there's a spectral activation that we got to check out. So
why'd you call me Shirley?
I don't know. I thought that's what you liked.
Okay.
So yeah, anyway, you can check that out over on Laughing Place. And then finally, Maxon, in honor of the 20th birthday of Hong Kong Disneyland, put together a photo report from his time there in 2010, 15 years ago.
Look how funny people used to dress back in the old days.
So yeah, you can check out some old photos of what the park looked like. Like we were saying, this has had multiple expansions. So this was a very, very tiny park at the time. And still lots of cute stuff. The old castle, that looks pretty much exactly like Disneyland's, except there's a big green mountain behind it. But yeah, lots of fun to check out. And whether you've been there or not, I imagine most people have not. It's still fun to look back at. And so you can find that.
Absolutely.
All right, Doobie, are you ready? On this day in 1944, a short was released.
We do not do stuff like that.
A goofy short that would be relevant if this was tomorrow or Thursday.
How to play football.
How to play football. Good job. See, I just was letting you pad your stats with an extra one that I knew you'd get right. On this day in 1996, a new version of an attraction opened at Epcot.
96?
96.
Magic Journeys? Probably.
No.
96 Epcot. Help me out, Fred Ramirez.
And of course, nobody ever locks their doors in New York.
That's like a big hint.
Yeah. What if I call you Stupid Doobie?
Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Helen's Energy Adventure, yes. On this day in 1997, an expansion of something at Walt Disney World that is not in a theme park opened.
So it already there, and it was expanded in 97.
I don't know if it expanded or probably just renamed, but yeah. It is home to a Starbucks and an AMC and
downtown Disney West Side?
Downtown Disney West Side.
It was an expansion. West Side was definitely an expansion to downtown Disney.
On this day in 2001, a Disney Channel cartoon debuted.
You've got some obscure stuff today, Kyle.
This is not obscure. In fact, it's still going. It just debuted a new season not too long ago. There's another one coming up.
The Simpsons. I have no idea this.
No, Proud Family.
That's a Disney Channel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Fred Ramirez.
And finally, I think you can get this one, even though you're going to be like, Kyle, that's too obscure. On this day in 2009.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah. A fantastic documentary from a Disney legend debuted at the Toronto International.
What the heck was that?
I did nothing.
StreamYard, you always got a surprise for us. Walt the Man, the Myth?
No, good guess, but
Dang.
no.
I knew that because that was what related to a question we just did.
Directed by a Disney legend.
The Sweatbox thing.
No.
Saving Mr. No, I mean, the one about
Right
saving
Structure.
the company.
Yeah, Waking Sleeping Beauty. I think I'll give it to you.
Saving Sleeping Beauty. Yes.
Saving Thinking Beauty. I think that's
what a great movie. Go see that movie today if you.
It's on Disney Plus.
All right.
I don't know.
Anyway, Sorcerer Streak still underway. Season 3 is about halfway through. Let's take a look at some recent questions. Space Mountain had a much longer line than Indiana Jones on Saturday. Much longer. Abbott Elementary, no surprise, did not win. The studio one. Are you familiar with the studio?
I've heard of it. I have not watched it. It makes me think that maybe I should watch it, but that's the sucker's game.
Today's question. So Disney Plus launched on this day. Kyle skipped this one apparently. On this day in 2020, Disney Plus launched in Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Luxembourg, Norway, Portugal, and Sweden. So my question is today at 10 a.m., which happens to be right now, will there be 5 or more Disney properties, Marvel properties, goodness, in the Disney Plus top 10 with my settings, TV 14. So let's head over to Disney Plus right now. First, Andor, Emmy winner. They've already updated it. Let's click a refresh to make sure we get it current.
I mean, we would technically have 1 more minute, but I don't think it's going to change in 1 minute and 15 seconds.
We're going to count the Marvel properties in the Disney Plus.
That's the You May Also Like. Don't freak out.
Lilo and Stitch is number 1 right now. Go. Thunderbolts, number 2. Kyle, you're keeping count. Ice Age, never going away. The Incredibles. What has made The Incredibles pop up in here? This is not normally up
That's
here.
almost Marvel, but no.
Hamilton. Hey, so I went to see The Long Walk. I should have given my review.
Mathematically eliminated.
I should have given my review of The Long Walk. Let's put that in there for tomorrow.
Okay.
Or Wednesday. I won't be here tomorrow. But while I was waiting, because I went to the wrong theater, second time I've done that. So I had to buy a new ticket for the right theater, which didn't start for another half hour. So I took a peek into the Hamilton theater and I got to watch a song. It was pretty cool to see that on the big screen. Okay, I do not condone theater hopping. So Hamilton's number 5, Freaky Friday number 6, Snow White number 7, Brave New World number 8. That is Marvel. That's only 2, right?
That's only 2 so far. So
there's only 2 to go. And then 2 more Marvel, but not enough. Let's see if I can we loosely consider any of these Marvel? Maybe get this up to 5? No, we can't. So no, only 4. So I am going to right now, behind the scenes, while you can't see how this works, grade this one. And then we'll take a look at our leaderboard.
Parks blog posted more about Ginger, the Halloween tree, and have sketches of the other Halloween trees, and they are like, I think you would be disturbed.
Okay. Are we going to do that disturbance today?
I mean, we can if you want to be disturbed. I don't even know if it's actually news, but I do kind of want to show how creepy it is. I'll put it in.
Okay, send me some. So yes, I made that a no. There were only 4. Today's question is, as we'll find out in tomorrow's 15 Disney History, Walt, the Man Behind the Myth, aired for the first time September 16th. So will laughingplace.com post an article with a featured image that includes an image of Walt Disney anywhere in it between midnight and 5 p.m. tomorrow? That should be a fun one. I predicted no on that one, for the record. And then finally, let's take a look at our leaderboard after this latest question. One, Luke Manning is crushing it, and to the point where I wonder if he's figured out how to make changes in the back end. No one is this good at this game.
I don't think
gotten none wrong. He skipped one because I don't know if it was intentional, because it was an featured image, or he just forgot or whatever. But he has not gotten one wrong this season. That is crazy. Our own Gio's in second place. Way to go, Gio. And Jeremy Parker, Unknown Platypus, my good buddy Dan, our featured player this season, goodness, is Bill. And he is doing very poorly. So a lot of people got to be entered in that drawing for the consolation prize.
Maybe he was just distracted because he was at TIFF a couple weekends ago.
Okay, let's take a look at these disturbing trees. This one's already disturbing. We've looked at that.
So there's sketches a little bit further down of some of the other ones.
Oh.
See, that looks like a person.
Oh my goodness, no. Why? That's why I don't cruise in October. All right. Anyway, why did I do that, you idiot? What am I doing? Show on stage. Show on stage. There we go.
Doesn't like me all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on with this cursed show. Is there Parks Talk today?
That is the plan, with or without Jeremiah.
With or without Jeremiah. I assume Michael will be back since he had to get diverted.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, stay tuned. That's why you want to ring the bell, subscribe, ring the bell so you know whenever we go live. But the plan is to have
everything.
Parks Talk today.
Parks Talk
tomorrow. There may or may not be a morning show. Doobie will not be here. I will see if I have a replacement. Otherwise, we'll be back on Wednesday. You good Wednesday so far?
As far as I know, I'm good the rest of the week.
Awesome. So, yeah, we will see you real soon. Be sure to check out everything on Laughing Place, including that full video of the Tron experience. If you're not going to be there anytime soon, you'll want to check that out. So, thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye, all.
I lost the button.
Will
Seriously,
it work anyway?
Can't find it.
In stream?
I could do that, but I want to find the button. There it is.